Hey guys, ElectricBoy46 here, back with another Blender tutorial. And to all the kids out there, welcome to summer. I hope you have a great one. And let's get started. So I had a vote. Should I make this to this? And it was like 80 to 20% of people said yes. So I'm gonna go with it, and we're gonna be learning how to bring this texture to this. And this is like sort of glossy. It's got some 3D effects. And yeah. Now that already looks good but it's still not what we want. So without further ado, I'm going to get started and open Blender, create a new file, and just delete the default cube. And we're going to load on a plane, and we can just scale that by 4 or 5, whatever you want, anything good like that. And we're just going to drag this up and enter the node editor. And switch it to cycles render, because that's how we are going to edit our nodes. Enter the texture or material settings, and just hit add new. Now it'll bring up this if we have selected the plane, and we're just going to hit Shift A, and we are going to go texture, image texture, and just open our thing, and I called it a sidewalk. And just go with color. And now you can't see anything in unwrapped view, in rendered view. So we're going to enter edit mode by hitting tab and hit U and hit unwrap. And if we exit edit mode and enter rendered mode, we can now see that this has a texture to it. But and just so we can see what we're doing, add a cube. Maybe scale that down by 0.5. And just drag this back a little and give it emissions. So now just raise the brightness and set the background color to black. And now, if we view this from camera, so I have a good one, you can see that it just spreads it evenly. There's no real like detail to it. It's just a texture with light, and it just looks like it's been, like Andrew Price said in his tutorial, which is what this is based off of, but I'm going slower. It's just a picture glued to a piece of cardboard. And so what we're going to do next is we're going to go here, and through this we're just going to add a shader and go up to mix shader. And then you're going to add a glossy shader. Just drag that there. And now we are going to go on to sort of detailing this. Also set the roughness to 0.4. And also drag this here so we don't have anything too messed up. Actually, 0.3 would work better, wouldn't it? So anyway, now let's go on to a bump map. And this one, Andrew Price had Photoshop and views Photoshop, but you don't have to. It does make it look better, but for the purposes of keeping this short, I'm just gonna do this real quick. No, I'm not gonna do it super fast like he did, but anyway. So just hit Shift A, and also add another mix shader, just because that'll help. And add Shift A and go to texture, image texture, and just select the same image here. And now run that through a bump map, and that will be in vector, a bump editor, and select and drag the color to height, and drag that to the second mix shader. And now it should have like slight bumps across the surface. Anyway, let's see what happens if we remove it. Doesn't seem to do much. Anyway, still do it, but I guess it's not exactly working right now. Maybe if you drag it to normal. But anyway, it might work. It might not. It's not working for me, but sometimes it'll do that. I think I did it wrong or something, but the next thing we're going to do is add the reflection map. And so what that'll do is in the darker areas, like here, and it'll have more gloss, and in the lighter areas it will have less gloss. So we are going to just actually duplicate the image texture and just drag it up here. And also, you always want to set these to non-color data so it can read it properly. That might be why it was getting confused. But anyway, I don't know. But so once you have that, drag this to the factor instead, and it might look better from what we started with, but I'm not sure. But the biggest difference is the displacement. And so to do that, we're going to need to subdivide it because it'll actually affect the geometry itself. So we're going to go into edit mode and hit W for subdivide and just do that 100 times. And now it has lots of polys. And then add a modifier and add subdivision surface to both up to 3. And then add a displace modifier and set this to 0.03. Set the strength to 0.03 and select add a new texture, and then enter the texture tab and go to the displace texture if it's not already set, and enter the sidewalk thing. So now the texture is actually coming up as something 3D, and smooth this too. And so that just really helps because since it actually edits the geometry, it'll actually cause it to, once it renders, it'll actually cause the shadows to change like it actually would. But anyway, that is pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope it has helped you create just the basics of fairly realistic texturing. And I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to subscribe, leave a like and comment, and it's really supported. So I will see you next video. And also, the link to the texture will be in the description, and Andrew Price's channel will be in the description too if you want to check him out. I'm sure you already have, but anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching.